Welcome to RezoBiz, episode 19 of the People's Choice. This week we're going to do share the reveal, and we just have to make choices this week. I actually can't do anything until I have some more information from you, but I have some special stuff to share. We did choose the inlay a couple weeks back that we're going to do, but now we got to decide on the order, and I got a special thing that I'm excited about to share with you for part of the inlay for this fretboard, but you got to choose on it. Maybe you don't want it. We get to find out. Here we go. Hi, I'm Byrl with Byrl Guitars, and welcome to RezoBiz, where everything is greater with a resonator. All right, to the reveal. We had an option between shiny or dull. It looks dull to me. Yeah, I don't want the guitar to look like that. I don't want it to look like aluminum foil either, but it was chosen that we're going to go glossy, shiny. There are some who was hoping for sparkly, but we're not going to do sparkly. We're going to do shiny. No metal flake. I don't want it to look like a bass boat. We want it to look like a dobro. So we are going to go shiny, glossy. I'm excited. That's super. That's the best thing I think we could do. Not that it wouldn't look good with a matte finish, but I'm so glad it's going glossy. All right, let's make some choices now. So here's the vote we had. It was more the custom, and I have changed it a little bit around. And this is tricky because there's so many options to how we could do this that it would take it. I don't want to wait weeks to figure this out. So what I'm going to do, this is the layout that I've got. This is a big question right here. What I've done is I've ended up having little shields made, and they're going to be, this is for another project, but little shields to match the logo. And I think eventually I'm just going to be putting these on my dobros, just random spots. You'll have to hunt for it. You never know where I might put it, but this is the people's choice, and you get to decide. I thought I could put that there, but a lot of times people don't like any markers on that section of the frets. They say it throws them off a little bit because a lot of guitars, dobros, start at the C position. So here's one of the choices. You'll have to let me know whether you want a marker there or not. Another one of my thoughts is I could drop it in there. Let's see if I can get that holding the camera in. I've got it upside down. That's hard to do. I'm actually doing this by looking at the camera. Anyhow, or just no Byrl. All right, then I'm very excited about this. I told you I'd have some Abalone trimming around that. It's your choice. I said it was. I mean, I'll be about sick if you don't like it, but the other option is this. This is what I've always done. This isn't trimmed out all the way, but and then what I would do is fill this with black along this edge, and so it would match the dark ebony parts of the guitar. And that's my original. I've been working on trying to get this done for a long time. I just had to go well, for me, I had to show up personally to make sure I couldn't do this over the phone type of thing and order it. So it took a 3 or 4 hour one-way trip to custom inlay, but man, do they do nice work. And that's where I got some of this other stuff. Wonderful people down there. Enjoyed working with them. But I got this as an option. And I would, if I could do the subliminal message thing again, thankfully we went with gloss on the guitar. I was worried about that one a little bit. But this was another one I would do. I would do that way over that one. But it's your choice. So you need to choose on this one or that one. Do you want a marker at the 3rd fret or no? Byrl, leave the little Byrl shield all out altogether. I can do that. So that's kind of a third thing you got to decide on. As far as you can see, I snuck another shield in right there. As far as changing this around, that's the way it's going to be unless there is a overall opinion how this ought to be changed up in a big way. But I'm not going to lay that. We could have so many variations of this. I'm just sort of, this is what we're getting, unless you, the people as a whole, say here's a different way and everybody agrees it should be that way. You have to come up with it, because I'm not doing it. This is what we got right here. All right, not to be rude, I'm just not there's just so many options. So anyhow, there's our options. Are we good with it? Overall, we did choose the bigger inlay, more custom feel for everything. So this is what I have so far. I would, in my opinion though, wherever it went, I would put that right there. Yeah. But you let me know what you want. Okay, so a lot of options this week. These are the trifles that I think it was Michelangelo, the artist, would talk about. Trifles are, and I couldn't remember this last week. Trifles make perfection, and perfection is no trifle. And so we have little choices that need to be made, little things we're deciding all the time. But this week we seem to have a lot of trifles. And so we got some, we have some decisions to be made. First of all, we need to decide on these, and I'm gluing this one up, but I have been working on my house, and some of my luthier tools have slipped into the house. My saw for this, for instance, but I need to get this cut. We're going to glue this up, and so I'm going to take this piece of ebony, and I better get this in better lighting, but we got this ebony, and I'll give you a better shot of this here in a little bit, with the maple in the middle. These are going to be the Palmrests. This is kind of a neat, let's see, is it maybe too much glare there, but this one has black pinstripes on 2 different types of maple. Here is Hackberry, and then this is what we made our sound forward hole out of, and we'll have to glue this together. It's that curly, what is that called? A cottonwood, which is, when you say cottonwood, I just think ugh, but it's pretty. It's marbled, it's flamed, it's hard, it's actually just beautiful. So we've got a few options here for the Palmrest. Then obviously we have a lot of detailed options for our fretboard and how we're going to do that. So a lot of little trifling things to work on this week. Let me get you the picture and a good shot of the cover plate laying on the dobro, and let's see how all this kind of looks like all together. So I've got this, I just glued this piece up so you can see I made a sandwich. It looks like an ice cream sandwich. I shouldn't say that. That's all you're going to think of. Oh, you say, why is that impressive, Byrl? The black ebony is going to show on this. And then I cut out, if you see, you cut out the bottom of that thing, right? And then of course it tapers off right here. And what you're going to have is through this center part right here, you're going to have these maple. You'll have that maple line on this where it rounds down. And that will pinstripe it to match the fretboard. Now, that's all fine and dandy, but you got to decide, is that what you think is going to look good with all this? I do not have the black sound rings yet, the wooden ones, so I can't put that on here. So we're going to kind of have to use your imagination, but here is a black cover plate, and we have to decide what's going to match. I suppose it'll be black tuners too, and then let me get a tailpiece so we can see that better. All right, so this isn't the one. Actually, this has a crinkle finish. I'm trying to think what this was for. Oh, I do remember. Replace date. I don't know, can you see that? It's got a crinkle powder coat finish on that. That's a option that I have for my customers if they want it. We went just a satin black is what we chose on this. There's so many different textures, but it's black, so you can see the tailpiece, the cover. All right, so here's the options. This is your Hackberry. So it'll finish out like the back of the guitar. And I wish this is not the cover plate for it either. I have to get ours powder coated, but and I don't have one without that has the Palmrest off the removable. Anyhow, but that gives you an idea of the color. You know, that's what we're looking at. What matches with that? If we do a wooden Palmrest, what matches? So this is the Hackberry. And this is actually my master, but this is a piece of Spalted Maple, which is what our top is. Not this didn't come out of our top, but that's kind of what that would look like. And let's see if I can turn this a little. I've just got the fretboard laying on there. That's kind of the look of that. All right, then here is the. I didn't glue this together. I forgot. This is that. What is it called? Cottonwood. It's flamed and everything, and you glue it together, and then there'd be a nice billet for what we're trying to do. But that's the look, you know. As far as the contrasting color, I might just take that off like that. But that's the look you'd get with that one. And then of course, I've got the Ebony here. I think I showed you that one. There's this also. And this is just from a piece of a neck that I made. And I just cut out, and it's flame maple in the middle. And I think not much quilting in this, but there's quilt, unless it's, you wouldn't see it. There's not going to be much love to that outside part, but there's two different pieces of maple. The center will be mostly what you'll see. That's flamed, and then you get that pinstriping thing. And we can put that on there too. I know, and hopefully, if you haven't been keeping up with the videos, it's the first time you've seen it. This is a Palmrest that's the roughed in. This is my master, and you can see them on my website. I should do it. I haven't done a video, I don't think, of these things. But I shape them. They're thinned down. They're not much different than this Palmrest right here, except they do come out wider, but they're not really any taller. Thin, and it's the arch in them kind of gives it strength, plus they're bolted down and being a hardwood, especially the laminate ones. I haven't had anybody break one so far. So nice, but then they're smoothed up, and it's got an oil finish on them when I'm done, and it just feels real smooth on your hand. People are not sure about them. This is kind of a different thing, but it's becoming, as people are trying it, they're liking them. So that's what we're doing here. We're choosing for a Palmrest. So we have to decide between Ebony, Cottonwood. We can do Spalted Maple, Hackberry, or the flame maple pinstripe. Lots of options. All right, thank you for watching this episode 19 of the People's Choice. I can't believe it's been 19 episodes. Thank you for subscribing, those of you who have, and I would encourage you, if you have never seen these videos, to subscribe. You'll get a notification every time I put one out, which is every Saturday. Try to get it around about 6 o'clock. And if you liked it, hit the like button, share it with a friend. Check us out on byrlguitars.com and see some of the other work that we've done. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week.